The top 10 causes of mortality in the Philippines as of 2010. Heart diseases, vascular system diseases, cancer, accidents, pneumonia, tuberculosis, abnormal clinical laboratory findings, chronic lower respiratory diseases, diabetes, and perinatal conditions. Habang tumatanda ang isang tao, tumatanda rin ang lahat ng organs natin. This includes all our cells in the body. We have more than 70 trillion cells. Bawat isang cell ay mayroong role and function. There are factors that affect our cells and organs, such as stress, diet, lifestyle, and the air we breathe, like pollution. These factors deteriorate our cells and organs. So if we have a sick cell, we will have a sick body. If we have a healthy cell, we will have a healthy body. Studies have shown that amino acids play a very important role in restoring the body to perfect health. But there should be something that will direct these amino acids where to go and what function they will be doing. And that is the role of the fibroblast growth factor. Fibroblast growth factor pulls amino acids as they need them and where they serve best. Fibroblast growth factor nourishes the stem cells to grow and multiply. Fibroblast growth factor repairs or destroys mutant genes. Fibroblast growth factor tells the stem cells, take that form of a particular neuron gene and take back the function. Introducing laminine, the only known food source of oral fibroblast growth factor 2 that nourishes the stem cells of the body. Laminine is a product of U.S. duly certified by the U.S. FDA and the Philippines. FDA with FR number 101530. Laminine contains OPT9 as its base ingredient. OPT9 in laminine contains 22 amino acids, vitamins, trace minerals, and fibroblast growth factor 2. Laminine is a natural adaptogen. It helps where your body needs attention and repair. It prioritizes your body's needs. These are the results of the clinical studies conducted on laminine's component called young tissue extract, or YTE. Elevate serotonin levels, our happy hormones. Reduce stress hormones. Promote more restful sleep. Build collagen for healthier skin. Reduces signs of aging. Stimulate natural DHEA, such as estrogen and progesterone. Stimulate testosterone. Aid in brain function. Increase clarity and alertness. Increase in physical strength. Increase in mental strength. Decrease pain. Quicker muscle recovery. Increase muscle tone. Improve stamina and energy. Increase libido. Burn fat. History of laminine. History of laminine can be traced way back in late 1920s when a Canadian doctor named Dr. John Ralston Davidson discovered what he called a young tissue extract, or YTE, derived from a 9th-day-old fertilized avian egg. He believed that ingredients contained in that critical moment is at its highest state, complete with all the necessary ingredients in developing and creating a new life. Its source is from the miracle of life. The study of young tissue extract, or YTE, died when the doctor died. It was revived only after almost 50 years when the scientists were intensifying research on stem cells. The scientists discovered promising results on the clinical trials made on the said YTE. One of their major discoveries was that the egg extract was acting like a cancer vaccine. A newscast was made for this YTE discovery.
Tonight we have a story about a controversial treatment for cancer invented by a Winnipeg doctor. It's not new. In fact, Dr. John Davidson used it on hundreds of patients decades ago. What is new is that some 50 years after the doctor's death, more than half a century after his theories were dismissed as quackery, scientists are rekindling the flame of his research. With more on the legendary cancer doctor, here's CTV's medical specialist, Avis Favreau.
His name was John Ralston Davidson, a respected family doctor in Winnipeg in the early 1900s.
A great scientist as well as a great doctor.
And this is Leslie Gurney Bishop, now 88, a journalist who documented Dr. Davidson's controversial treatment for cancer.
He never claimed that it cured it, but he said it would arrest it.
Davidson spent years studying cancer, writing medical articles on his theories, which in hindsight were remarkable for his time. The doctor described cancer as a dietary deficiency, so he added generous amounts of vitamins to the patient's diet. But he also said it was critical to boost the patient's own defenses against cancer, which is why he developed what he called young tissue extract. Davidson took fertilized hen's eggs just 9 days old and produced a powdered extract, which was then injected into patients with various forms of terminal cancer. Like this boy, diagnosed with lymphatic cancer, notes show that with surgery, vitamins, and the extract, he returned to normal health. Over the years, Dr. Davidson treated hundreds of cancer patients.
They all said, the ones I interviewed, all said that it had benefited them tremendously.
Some said they were cured.
Ruth Burke's father was one of Davidson's more famous patients. Harry Leader, the Member of Parliament for Portage-La Prairie, had been diagnosed with terminal bowel cancer by the Mayo Clinic in the U.S. But under Davidson's treatment, he improved.
It was controversial scientifically, but that really didn't affect Dad. He believed in it.
But Davidson's medical colleagues thought the treatment was useless and repeatedly refused him research money.
It's as though they'd been instructed by somebody, well, just tear him up, just tear him up. And they did.
Frustrated with the lack of support, Harry Leader, with his own good health as proof, took Davidson's pleas for funding straight to Ottawa in 1944, directly to Prime Minister Mackenzie King.
He never wanted any publicity from this. He simply wanted help for this man whom he felt could help humanity.
The Prime Minister refused to fund Davidson's work. The doctor died 4 years later.
He would die pretty well of a broken heart, if you know what I mean, because he had not been recognized.
His cancer treatment thought to have died with him. But then 6 years ago, the treatment was rediscovered by a Toronto company. It hired researchers at Dalhousie University to test the theory. Could these embryonic chicken cells really be a cancer treatment? When research began, there was excitement.
Davidson's extract, in many ways, could be a cancer vaccine.
In 3 studies on mice, the compound apparently shrunk tumors.
We have to be careful about raising people's hopes falsely.
Jonathan Blay is one of the researchers looking at the revived young tissue extract.
Davidson's extract, in many ways, could be a cancer vaccine. There could be things in the extract that promote a response against the cancer.
But then suddenly, the research stopped. The then owners of the extract had financial problems. They stopped paying the researchers. Dalhousie was out some $60,000 and halted the experiments.
The university would be interested in continuing the work because the results were very promising.
But for nearly 5 years now, the capsules have simply laid on the shelf.
One could easily walk away from and say, to heck with it. But would we be leaving behind something that could potentially have significant impact for large numbers of people?
But if there are no takers soon, the venture will die. A darn shame, says Dr. Bain, because we still won't have the answer. Was Dr. Davidson right? But if Dr. Davidson's extract does show the power to combat cancer,
this could be not only one of the great human victories in overcoming disease, but it could also be one of the great human tragedies.
a tragedy because for the last 50 years, a possible cancer treatment and its pioneer were forgotten. Avis Favreau, CTV News, Toronto.
First, we have to realize that the basic unit of the body is the cell. So when cells combine, they form tissues, and tissues combine to form organs, and different organs integrate to form systems of the body. Like we have respiratory system, digestive system, muscular system. So if all the systems are working well, then you have a healthy body. But the basic unit is the cell. Therefore, we need a lot of things to support cellular function. One of them is to strengthen the membrane of the cell. And one of the vital components of the membrane of the cell is laminin. Laminin is one of the subcellular structure that will strengthen the structure of the cell, that will help the cells bind together. Our body has about 70 to 100 trillion cells of the body. It's a big universe by itself. It's like saying your country is populated by 100 trillion people. You must have a certain way on how to organize everything.
Personal trainer, and I'm 20. And the reason why I did get laminin was it was Thanksgiving, right, Mom?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thanksgiving, my mom had a car accident a year ago, and she's been experiencing back pain for a year and a half. And then she did this massage thing, and she hurt her back, and she was in the hospital for 3 days on morphine for all 3 days. And I ran our family restaurant for 3 days because no one else would, and I'm the son who does that. And I didn't know what to do, and I thought I was going to lose my mom because I love my mom, and Maggie has become a great friend of mine, introduced it to me, and I said, whatever. Because a lot of people try to push me to, try their product, and this is the best, you'll get more muscle growth, and so I can recommend it to my clients in my gym and stuff like that. So when my mom came home after the 3 days in the hospital, the doctor said that she had a 14 centimeter tumor in her back, and I just sat there and I held my mom and I cried. And I cried and I cried because I didn't know what to do, and the first person who came into my mind was Maggie when she spoke about this. And I said, Maggie, how did I get the stuff? I read everything I could on it. I'm like, Maggie, how can I get this stuff? She was, I already made your website, I'll just go on it. I was like, okay, so I ordered it, and when it came in the mail, I ordered it, and Maggie said, take the boxes. I went to her house and she said, take them. And she goes, just send it to my house. And she's like, I just met you like a week ago. She goes, just take the boxes. I didn't even have to pay anything for it. She literally gave it to me. And I said, Mom, please take this. I believe I believe if it does help, it does. And if not, what is there to lose? And I started taking it. 2 weeks later, I noticed about myself I was so much more energetic. My hair was growing a lot faster. My nails were getting harder. But then 3 weeks later, my mom was my mom again, and she told me, I don't have any more back pain. And she went to the doctor, and she came back and she said, there's the tumor. You can barely see it. And I've just been sharing with everyone about this product, and it's just so natural for me because I would do anything for my mother and she would do anything for me. From who I am from your core value. You know, this stuff is helping people in such a way that I'm so moved, touched, and inspired to share this with all of you guys. Because the reason why I got Laminine was for my mother. Not for me, not for money, not for anything else. And it's done wonders for my family. My brother, who's 17 and he's got glaucoma, he's blind in his right eye. His eye pressure's never been lower. And I trust this company with my heart and soul, and I know this company's gonna go to the top.
Cell should be enhanced, and one of the things that can be enhanced is the laminin. Now, how do we strengthen the structure of the cell? Usually we get the ingredients from food, and one of the important food components that we should have is amino acids. Amino acid is the basic building block of the body. There are 22 amino acids, and each amino acid is functioning like the letter of the alphabet. We have 26 letters of the alphabet. Letters combine to form words. There are only 26 letters, but you look at the dictionary, it can contain millions of words. So the same thing with the amino acids, there are about 22. All of them should be functional, because even one amino acid is weak or lacking, there will be certain functions in the body, certain structures, certain vitamins, certain enzymes that may not be created because of lack of amino acids. So if you would like to strengthen the cell, strengthen the laminin structure, strengthen the, let's say, cell by having complete amino acids.
I'm Monique Kalika from Muntinlupa. I'm 44 years old, and I'm a businesswoman. I was diagnosed with cervical cancer stage 2B last 2006. I underwent 6 cycles of chemotherapy, was 28 cycles ng radiotherapy, then brachytherapy. Then, mga 3 to 4 months treatment yun eh. Then afterwards, pabalik-balik na lang ako sa hospital for the check-up, monthly check-up. Then afterwards, mga 6 months na lang, ganon. Then, my oncologist told me na okay na, and okay na, zero cancer. Tapos, so nagme-maintenance lang ako ng mga vitamins. Then afterwards, siguro 2012, nung January lang, na medyo na-tense ako sa tita ko. Na-stress ako kasi yung tita ko was diagnosed with cancer also. Napansin ko, meron na naman akong at first, lang ako, yung discharge. Then, first week ng February, napansin ko, nagpo-profuse bleeding na ako. Nung na-diagnose ako ng 2006, kaya ako na-diagnose ng cervical cancer, nagpo-profuse bleeding ako that time. So sabi na, nagkaroon ako ng takot. Sabi ko, bakit ganito? Nagpo-profuse bleeding na naman ako. So, nagpa-check up ako sa oncologist ko, which is in Asian Hospital. Tapos, that was February 13, kung natatandaan ko. February 13 yun. So, sabi ng doctor ko, kailangan ko magpa-laboratory. So, I underwent cytopath test. Tapos, nung na-test na, may lumabas nga, nakalagay doon, may inflammation. So, nagpaano ko, sabi ko sa doktor ko, anong gagawin ko? Sabi ng doktor ko, possible na meron na naman siyang, tumutubo, na baka may bukol na naman. So, grabe lalo akong hindi nakakatulog. That was, pabalik-balik ako every other day, nagpupunta ako sa kanya. Finally, sinabi niya, siguro you have to undergo na lang total hysterectomy. Kasi hindi pa naman ako na-operahan. Sabi, total hysterectomy. So, sabi niya, I have to prepare ng pera. So, medyo kabado ako, of course, at lalong natatakot ako kasi naalala ko yung agony ko na dumaan ako sa treatment, 6 cycles of chemo, grabing hirap ko. Tapos sabi ko, babalik na naman ako sa ganong treatment. Tapos, until finally, I think that was, mga first week of March, may friend ako na in-invite ako for lunch sa Makati. Tapos sabi niya, mag-meet lang tayo, excited siya. Sabi niya, mag-meet tayo. So we met at dun sa Wendy's sa may Dusit, yung labas dun sa Makati. So after lunch, may pinakita siya sa akin, yung Laminine. Sabi niya, Monique, you try this one. Hindi ako nagkwento na nagpo-profuse bleeding ako. Sabi ko lang, maganda ba to? Sabi niya, oo, kasi ako I'm experiencing talaga pain, excruciating pain dito sa aking hand and foot. Tapos sabi niya, i-try mo. So, ang ginawa ko, sabi ko, sige, try ko. Pag maganda yan, bibili ako. Sabi ko sa kanya, sabi niya, sige. So, binigyan niya ako ng 1 capsule. Immediately, I took that 1 capsule. Tapos, ang ginawa ko pa nga, sabi ko sa kanya, pahingi pa ng 2. Kasi Monday yun eh. Sabi ko, iinumin ko uli hanggang Wednesday. Sabi niya, sige, binigyan pa niya ako ng 2. So, after nun, Tuesday, I took another 1 capsule. Wednesday, another 1 capsule. Alam niyo, nung hapon, tinawagan ko talaga yung friend ko na siya lang nakakaalam na nagpo-profuse bleeding ako. Sabi ko, alam mo tita, nag-stop ang bleeding ko. Gulat na gulat talaga ako dahil nag-stop talaga. At ni-discharge wala. Sabi ko, oh, ang ganda nito ah. Kasi ilang weeks na akong nag-bleed eh. Sabi ko, maganda to ah. Tapos, after nun, kinontak ko yung friend ko yun. Tapos sabi ko sa kanya, sige, bibili ako. Siguro mga 3 days, nagkita kami. Then, nag-start na akong mag-take ng Laminine. So, I'm taking, at first, I'm taking 3 capsules. 1 in the morning, sa tanghali, at sa gabi. So, yun. Tapos, after 2 weeks, na lang, 2 capsule in the morning and in the evening. I went back to my doctor. Doc, hindi na ako nag-bleed. Tapos, actually, meron akong trans-V ako, transvaginal ultrasound. So, ang nakita dun sa transvaginal ultrasound ko, malinis. Yung cervix ko, yung ovary ko, and everything. So, wala siyang polyp or anything. Kaya sabi ng doctor ko, no need of total hysterectomy. So, nung marinig ko yon, I was really relieved na ganon. It's really a gift from above. Talagang ang Laminine talaga, regalo talaga siya ng Diyos sa atin, especially sa amin na nagsuffer ng cancer and those who are suffering cancer.
One important component that will help these things work together is the fibroblast growth factor. Now, where do we get the fibroblast growth factor? Usually, we already have it in the body. And we have the stem cells in the body. The stem cells are the primitive cells that will be developed into specialized cells, and the fibroblast growth factor is the director that does that. But when one gets older, these things start to weaken. Therefore, research have shown that if we can get the fibroblast growth factor from the 9th day incubated egg, because if you would look at the fertilized egg, for the first 9 days, it's liquid in nature. But after 9 days, out will come the chick or the chicken. It came from that liquid. Therefore, that liquid contains a lot of ingredients that will create life. And it was God Himself who put those ingredients. It contains amino acids, vitamins, minerals, and other components, especially the fibroblast growth factor, which will lead the cells to specialize that will become the chick or the chicken. Now, research have shown that when this is extracted on the 9th day of a fertilized egg and then processed properly and mixed with other vital ingredients like amino acids, vitamins, and minerals, when you take it into the body, it will support the function of the body. Specifically, research have shown that it will balance the hypothalamic, the pituitary, and the adrenal gland axis.
My name is May. What I can say, I crawled to the bathroom. That's how much pain I was, but I didn't want to take it. You know, I mean, from the first that I had. So much tried, so many things that didn't help, and I'm sorry. But I said, all right, I'll try. So I said, like, when I got out from the hospital, my chef was on vacation for 10 days. And I was like, oh my God, how am I going to handle this pain with running the restaurant, cooking, and on my feet all day long? But after I take the Laminine, I was just like, wow, where's my pain go? I didn't realize because, like, you know, I was doing the holiday, was so busy, and then I would just run. And at the end of the night, I was like, wow, God, I feel really, really, really good. And then I start giving to my son. that the one and have a coma because he'd been through like a lot. Have 6 surgery on the blind side of the eye, but never had the pressure that can be go down. And last week we went to the doctor, and he said, "Wow, your pressure's going down to normal now." And I was like, "What? Really?" And that's why, you know, I want to share with you guys. I don't know what can I say to thank my son and Mickey and to help us with this. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to stand right here, right now. Thank you very much.
The hypothalamic is the midbrain. That is where our emotions are. That is where serotonin, for example, is being generated. And then we have the pituitary gland. It's a very small, tiny organ, but that's the master gland of the body. This is the organ that orchestrates the functions of all the hormones of the body, like the thyroxine hormone of your thyroid gland, the insulin of your pancreas, the estrogen of your ovary, the progesterone, testosterone of the testes. All the hormones of the body will be orchestrated, balanced if the pituitary gland is functioning well. And so at the same time, it will stimulate the adrenal glands. That's an anabolic, let's say, function, where anabolic means building up of energy, giving you strength, power, energy. So all of these combined, if these ingredients are introduced into the cell, it will act as an adaptogen. An adaptogen means it will balance all the basic functions of the body. So it becomes a very important, let's say, food supplementation. It's still food. It does not only prevent vitamin and mineral deficiency, but it can support function. And the unique, let's say, difference is the fibroblast growth factor that was derived from the egg yolk.
I'm Adrian, I'm 29 years old, and I work in the financial services industry. I've been taking Laminin since April this year. That's about April, so May, June, July, around 5 months. Noong una, I have problems sleeping. And my sleep hours medyo nasa-shorten siya at the middle of the night, padalas nagigising. Tapos di na rin makuha ulit yung tulog. Ganun yung experience ko before. Tapos after taking Laminin, it has helped me na makatulog ng dire-diretso. At yun nga, dahil dire-diretso yung tulog, nakakapagpahinga ng maayos yung katawan ko. Isa pang effect ng Laminin is yung sa buhok ko. Kasi before, may problema ako sa falling hair. So, na-notice minsan ng mga kaibigan ko sa opisina na parang medyo lumalago ata yung buhok ko. Dan sabi nila sa akin. May effect pala siya sa skin at saka sa hair. So, nung na-notice nga nila yon, tinignan ko sa mirror kung saan portions nga ba ng scalp ko merong mga tumutubong buhok at meron nga talagang mga tumutubong buhok. Ngayon, mas madami yung tumubo na dito sa parting ito ng scalp ko, and then meron din mga dito sa mga parts na ito. Dati nagkakaroon din ako ng problema sa lower back pains ko. Tapos nung nag-take ako ng Laminin, unti-unti nawala din siya. Kasi ang Laminin din, according din dun sa mga studies, it tumutulong sa muscle recovery. I-recommend ko siya sa mga kaibigan ko dahil personally, naging maganda yung effect niya sa akin. At wala namang mawawala sa kanila kung susubukan nila yung produkto.
Now, stem cells are primitive cells. Stem cells are original cells that will specialize into specific, let's say, organs or tissues of the body. So an analogy of this is, let's say, in an orchestra. We have all the musicians, they have their own respective instruments, they already have the musical pieces before them, they know now what to play and when to play. But obviously, it would be a disaster if the conductor is not around. The conductor should be in the middle and has to orchestrate everything to create music like a good symphony performance. So who directed those cells? Now you cell, you should be here instead of there. That's why sometimes congenital defects occur, because the cells where they should be, let's say, were mismanaged or missent, and the development or the development of the organs were not as complete as it should be. That is the important role of the fibroblast growth factor.
Hi, I'm Emil Lim. I'm a businessman and I'm 52 years old. When I heard about Laminine, actually, this was introduced to me by a group of friends. I was a little skeptical at first because at my age, I have been testing the market for supplements. Maybe it must have been fate because at that time na binigay sa akin yung Laminine, I was suffering from a sprain. Okay, so I was expecting that my sprain would be developing into parang large-scale inflammation. But nung tinake ko yung Laminine, I had 2 capsules given to me. To my surprise, parang hindi sumasakit. Ngayon, nilakad ko ng nilakad, halagang mayroong konting kirot, pero halos wala. So sabi ko, tinignan ko uli yung brochure na binigay, yung nakalagay na quicker muscle recovery. So this must be it. So parang ganyan. And then, the following days, yun nga yung mga sinasabi nilang better sleep because kasi usually when I go to my restful state na, no? So I want to sleep. Pero hindi ka makatulog agad. Pero when I started taking this supplement, hindi mahirap matulog. Kumbaga, pag nakaramdam ako ng antok, pag inihiga ako, tulog na ako. Tapos, gising ko, masarap, refresh na refresh ako. Parang, it's some kind na parang hindi, you cannot believe it eh. Kasi, ito lang ang klaseng supplement na talagang may effect. Aside from that, kumbaga, parang sinasabi nilang you have more strength, more libido. Tinitest ko rin sa sarili ko. Okay? So parang talagang totoo yung mga sinasabi niya. So, ako naman, when let's say I come across the supplement, I always do the readings. I started asking for mga literature. So, yun ang true to fact, mayroon pala siyang mga clinical tests which was very welcome to me kasi wala yung mga ibang supplements, wala eh. Puro anecdotal, mga ganyan, puro mga istorya. Ito, hindi lang storya, may test talaga. Way back 1920s pa. 1920s pa yung mga clinical testing, clinical trials up to the 1970s when it was revived. Even now, doctors are promoting it. Iba pang mga effects sa akin, I tried na. When I started reading, natural yun. Pero hindi na ganun kasakit. Tapos hindi na ganun katagal. Saka hindi ako nagkakasakit. Yun ang importante doon eh. Kasi I can go on living parang a normal life.
So if we can enhance this function, if we can enhance the stem cell activity in our body, therefore we can enhance the growth, the maintenance, and the repair of the body. Usually growth is very rapid during the first few years of life. In pediatrics, that's the first 21 years. And then let's say you look at the height of the person. The height grows fast during the first 21 years. But at age 21, it stops. That's one analogy. Another analogy is that we grow very fast. When we reach our 20s, we are now on the maintenance phase. But when we reach our 40s and beyond, we are now on the repair phase. Meaning the body will start to decline rapidly. And if you don't, let's say, intervene, then aging will accelerate. Therefore, if you can enhance the repairing of the cell through the enhancement of stem cell activity, therefore you can delay the aging process and probably even prevent certain diseases. Because remember, when the cells are healthy, the body is healthy.
My name is Luis Fernandez Cuervo. I'm 52 years old and I'm an architect. And well, I have been taking Laminine for, I would say, 2 months. And well, I'm grateful I'm taking Laminine because of my situation. A couple of years back, I was diagnosed with advanced cancer, colon cancer. And then, well, I was afraid that, you know, when I saw the doctor and he was telling me that I had to set aside a large sum of money to get myself fixed. I kind of gave up the idea of going through the whole process of chemo, radio, and knowing the areas of which I was suffering, prostrate, and then they found a nodule. Anyway, bottom line is I just kind of threw the towel in the ring. Till my sisters kind of were like worried. They were telling me I look really bad. And then I went to see a doctor. And yeah, it was there that I eavesdropped on a conversation that was going on about Laminine. And I decided to visit the place, this place, and I decided to take it. A week later, there was the blessing. Then the rest is history. I mean, my hair grew, which I didn't expect. Huh? Although there's a little tago-tago, but at least it's not anymore shiny. It used to be really nice and shiny down there, no? I mean, up there. Yeah, my eyes. I was always with the glasses. Now I only use it when I have to do some reading. The overall feeling, I feel great. Well, yeah, to be honest, I mean, all-time high. I'm always happy. I was in a really bad depression. I was with citalopram, especially, living in London, and then went through a divorce. So it was really very difficult for me to begin again. So yeah, laking tulong sa akin. It's really, really galing. I mean, this fibroblast growth factor, I mean, at least it's found in this thing. And I have no depression. I have nothing. I feel like a 20-year-old. I mean, if you know anyone that has Laminine in the area where you live, I mean, hello, you're missing out if you're not in it. It's fibroblast growth factor, the FGF. That's what you have to note. And you had that when you were a baby, and then when you grown, it disappears. Anyway, bottom line is, once you put it back there, it allows your body to heal itself, and that's what you're not addressing effect. You're going for the cause. You get all those cells back to its good state, and then yeah, cure yourself. Because we're living in an environment that really messes us up. And then I honestly think you should research now on stem cell and I mean what I would call regenerative engineering, because we're like machines, so we need to maintain ourselves.
Cancer is actually abnormal cells. The cells became cancerous. The cancer is cell itself that is moving improperly. Where they should stop multiplying, they keep on multiplying. And they should not spread, they keep on spreading. They are working abnormally. But take note, these are also cells. So if you can enhance cellular function, our body has also the ability to identify cancer cells and kill them before they create damage. But sometimes the cancer cells become so smart. When the normal cells start to weaken, they are not able to identify even the abnormal cells. That's why if we can enhance our cellular health through proper nutrition, through proper supplementation, through proper lifestyle, then we can have a more healthy and stronger body.
I fell in love with the product. I've tried it on 2 people that are very close to my heart, and it had worked wonders on them. Isa sa kanila was on a wheelchair, suffering bipolar, taking sleeping pills, Ativan, because may insomnia. Kasi tapos psychotic medicines, ang daming side effect niyan. So, nagkaroon na siya ng diabetes, hindi na siya makalakad, So, he's a total wreck. And he had been taking all the best medicine in the market for 3 years. And I am actually personally supervising him. And nothing worked. With Laminine, just in a matter of wala pang nauubos na 1 bottle na hindi na kailangang mag-take ng Ativan, nakatulog na, natural pa siya. And the other one was like, he was totally depressed. And then, ang dami niyang physical conditions then from I mean, COPD, ganun din, he won't quit smoking, nawala rin. So the product was like, my gosh, miracle talaga to.
One has the formula where it contains the egg yolk extract, the powder extract that contains amino acids, and it's prepared in a capsule. Usually 1 serving to 4 servings of that preparation is applicable. So one may take about 1 to 4 capsules every day depending on his need. On the second week, just take 2 capsules. You can either take 2 at a time or you take it in divided doses, 1 in the evening and 1 in the morning. On the third week, rest. No capsule intake or no intake. On the fourth week, 2. That's 1 cycle. So the first 4 weeks, first week 4, second week 2, third week none, fourth week 2. That is 1 cycle. Repeat the cycle twice.
My name is Simon Ang, and I'm an events management and a leisure counselor at the same time. I'm 46 years old this year, and I've been using Lamine for the past 4 months, since May. So I could not move my fingers. Pero after taking Lamine for I think mga ilang weeks, napansin ko hindi na ako nahihirapan bumangon sa umaga. Nawala totally ang pain ko. Until now, wala na rin yung pains ko. And when I wake up in the morning, walang effort to, mabilis no. Dati-rati parang so hard to get it all together, but now it's like so easy to just squeeze it. Libido, there was an increase. I would say it was an increased experience in libido. Tumaas siya. At my age, I don't think that my libido would be so high, but still now, after a while, after taking Lamine, it starts to go higher now. And very satisfactory in that part of my life. Prior to taking Lamine, I just accidentally had my quarterly blood test. And then after 3 months of taking Lamine, I then took another test and I found out that my uric acids are low. My cholesterol went down. And I know for a fact that it's Lamine that's making it all happen. I usually have a hard time sleeping also. Dati-rati, tutulog ako 3 hours, 4 hours, and then putol-putol pa. Siguro for the past 5 years, ganyan ang aking normal sleeping routine. But after taking Lamine, first night pa lang, ang tulog ko, grabe, ang haba. Na-late nga ako sa work because I did not wake up immediately. But then again, it normalized, and then right now, my sleeping time is went to regular time of sleeping ko, pero ang lalim. I don't have to get up in the evening. And when I wake up, in the middle of the sleep, I don't have to get up. But now, when I wake up, I feel so awake, energetic, stress nawawala. Tama yung sinabi nila, Lamine daw increases serotonin levels. That means your happy hormones, which is normal in your body, talagang tumaas. At I feel happier, peaceful, stress-free. Basta, ang sarap ng feeling. It's all because of Lamine. Not to mention that I feel younger now, and I feel so alive. I really recommend Lamine for everyone. It's really good for the body, it's good for your soul, it's good for your well-being. Lamine really changed my life. Try Lamine. It will change your life.
I know that it can help a lot of Filipinos, because it's a wonder, it's a miracle supplement, it works.